Hi guys, ohayou gozaimasu. I am in Tokyo again and again and again. Right now I actually just came out of my hair appointment. I got my hair straightened again and also had a little bit of a cut. I ended up going to the same hairstylist that I went to last year when I was in Japan, and he's literally the only guy who knows how to do my hair properly, because after that I did try to get my hair done in the Caribbean, and I also went to a hairstylist in Hangzhou, which is literally a fashion city, but like nobody could get my hair right. It would last like 2-3 days of being straight, and then the next week it will just become all wavy and curly again. So yeah, I'm glad that I paid a huge amount because at least he gets this stuff down. Now I'm on a bit of a mission. My cousin, who was in Japan a week before me, she had a list of places she wanted to hit up in Tokyo to do some shopping, but of course her trip was really short and she ended up changing my itinerary to go to Mount Fuji and Kamakura, which I suggested to her, by the way. But yeah, because of that she didn't have time to hit up all the stores, so she sent me her list and is putting me on a run to find all those spots to get the items that she wants. Now our first stop today is Pocket, which is a vintage store, and I'm kind of really excited to go because like I always try to stop myself from going to vintage stores just because I know I'll fall in love with every single thing I see or touch and I'm gonna spend all my money again. And yeah, I have a really bad shopping habit, you guys know that too, but this time I'm on a mission to get things for somebody else and she's already sent me her money, so I get to have the thrill of shopping without actually spending my money and going broke. What a fantastic life. Rings have been secured. Y'all, I don't know why. I've literally said this in my last video, but still it came as a shock to me this time. But I was trying to ask the store employee where this particular design was, and she was like, do you speak Chinese? And she started speaking to me in fluent Chinese. Why does this shock me every time? Japan is such a great place for Chinese tourists. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys what I got later. The store is so freaking cute. Like, they had so many different types of rings. Some were made in like mechanical style. Some were inspired by utensils. So yeah, they had all different sizes of styles. So if you have the time and the money in Tokyo, this is definitely a good place I would recommend. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking before I choke on air. Alright guys, now that we've eaten, we're finally ready to go to our second stop of the day. So I am going to be thrift shopping. I'm so excited. I've not done thrifting in such a long time, but today we're also going to be hitting up some like really good vintage stores to look for some branded item that is affordable. My cousin wants me to help her look for some ties, so y'all know I love ties too, so maybe I'll get some for myself as well. Okay, so that store had a lot of cute items, but nothing I was really looking for. So now we're headed to a chain store branch, which should have like everything. That's right, this place literally does have everything, and every single person over here is so fashionable. On one item on her list, she wanted a tie that is of a good brand, so I found this one, which is from YSL Laurent. It's only 3,000 yen, so yeah, I thought it was super cute because it's navy blue, and navy blue kind of goes with like all formals, so that was my option. Now I'm in the skirt section. This is a reference picture she sent me. She said she wanted something similar to that, so it's kind of like a dark cottage core that we're looking for. I thought this was a very close option, so let's see what she says. This one as well, and so was this. And from this side I found a few pieces here which kind of matches the color scheme. Oh my god, stop, you guys are gonna fall in love with this collection. They've got Billie Eilish over here, Metallica and AC/DC. Oh my god, all the big rock bands. Oh, I'm obsessed. Hey guys, I just came out of Kinji, so we ended up switching the blue tie for this green one because we were debating on which one of those were better. And yes, even though blue is more versatile, this one looks very unique because it's not every day you see somebody wearing green ties. So yeah, I told her this is more unique if that's the vibe you're going for, and she likes it, so this is what we ended up with. As for the skirt, I did send her all the options I found suitable. but they were all too florally and cute, and she wants it for work, so it has to look more professional and more like, yep, I'm an adult type of vibe. So we're gonna be looking for that in some other stores. You guys, it is now the next day. After I spoke to you all last night, I really didn't do much. All I did was grab dinner from a nearby company, and then I fell straight asleep in my hostel. Like usually I would stay awake until 3 or 4 in the morning watching TikToks, but yesterday I just couldn't do it anymore. So like I was straight away like dead. Right now I'm in my terrace and I am freezing cold in this one blouse, but like I just had to bring my laundry up here to do it because I have all these dirty clothes that I've been stacking up since like my Chinese trip and Moroccan trip, just because like no matter where I was staying, I did not stay in any place for more than a day or two. So even if I did laundry, there was no dryers, so yeah, using natural light didn't help as well. So yeah, I'm so glad that I'm staying like multiple days in this hostel so I could actually get my laundry done right now. It's gonna be 30 minutes for the wash, so I'm gonna do my makeup in the meantime, and then while I look for places on where to go for today, I will be putting it in the dryer. So that is the agenda as of now. Yeah, I'm too cold now, guys, so I'm gonna go back down now. Hi guys, okay, I'm finally all dressed up and ready to take on the day, so let me give you all a fit check because it's been a while. So for top, I've got this cross top, which I've already worn in my previous video, and then I got this cute heart belt. I'm wearing these shorts with a little leopard print, and then below I got my leg warmers and my brown boots, and here I got a nice little vintage jacket, and I got my cute little bag with a new plushie. So the first place I need to get to today is to find any stores that would accept my secondhand clothing, because I have all these clothes with me which I really don't think I'm going to be wearing. I brought them initially because they're more of my warm pieces, but they don't really match any of the outfits that I have, and also they're not that cute, and I've already worn them enough amount of times, so I think they deserve a better home now. Hoping I could find a place that could actually give me money for giving these items. I don't care if it's 100 yen, 200 yen, it would be good to buy a bottle of water from all this, but if that's not the case, I'll just end up donating them. But yeah, that's the first thing we need to get done today, just to get rid of this bag. So we're in Ueno right now, and I'm looking for the shop called Modov. So Modov is a chain collection in Tokyo, and I used to actually buy a lot of items from them, so I'm hoping they would take my stuff. Okay guys, I just came out of the store. I asked them and they did allow to buy the items, but they needed somebody with a Japanese ID, and of course like I only have my passport. I mean I don't even live here. I did find like 2 Japanese schoolgirls outside and asked them if they could help me, but I think they think like I was scamming them for their ID information. So they were like, we're in a hurry, and like just ran away. I swear I'm not scamming. I was gonna give them a little bit of money that I got. Like if I got 200 yen, I would have given them 100 yen. We could have gotten waters together. But anyways, now I'm headed to another one. If they also don't accept the item, I'll try another one, at least like 3 tries, and if nobody accepts, I'll probably end up donating them. Okay, this is our attempt number 2.
Little longer than a few minutes later.
So they did not accept any clothing, and I also think like because I didn't speak Japanese, it didn't help us communicate, so I don't think she actually understood what I was trying to say. Anyways, I didn't want to keep the line up, so I just decided not to keep going. I actually ended up buying things instead of selling things, and I got some really nice ties which were of high fashion brands, so a win is a win, right?
20 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
You come back here.
I'll be shopping. Okay. I'll spend all my money here in the meantime. Thank you so much. Y'all, the whole process was actually way faster than I thought. I thought there would be some like QR scannings and like downloading of apps, because that's what I read about online, but none of that was required. Literally as soon as I came back, he was like, okay, out of the 5 items you gave me, is that the police? Yeah, he told me that only 4 of the 5 items were accepted, because the one piece I gave him, which was rejected, was like a black jacket. It was cotton fabric, and of course there was like a lot of white spots that was like coming out of it, and there was like a lot of white spots and white hair and fur and all that mess. So he was like, yeah, we cannot take that, which I was fine with. At least 4 items were taken. And for those 4 pieces, he gave me 500 yen, which was, I know it's not a lot, actually it's very little, but it was way beyond my expectations. Because again, in the reviews I was reading about, it said like they were very stingy with the payment, so they were giving like 20 yen per piece. So that's kind of what I went into with expectations of. I thought like I would get like 100 yen. That's why I said I would just get water, but yeah, it was 500. I could get like a small little snack in a combini. So honestly, not mad. And it takes up a lot of space from my luggage now, so I could actually fill it with new items. So we're gonna take a train, and guess where we're going, guys? We are going to Mickey's Cafe. For those of you who don't know, last year when I was in Tokyo, I did 2 months of volunteering.
What's the most famous tourist attraction in your country?
The Opera House.
Great Wall of China, Berlin Wall.
Is it Christ redeeming real? So probably the Cliffs of Moher.
I was doing that in Mickey's Cafe, which is kind of like a language exchange cafe. Like, you know, you pay, you get a drink, you talk to foreigners of different nationalities to improve the language that you're interested in. And of course, like I was doing the English and Chinese sessions, and that's how I got to make like so many amazing friends from across the globe over there, and also had a little bit of like travel romances here and there. But anyways, like I have been suffering yesterday and today from not like socializing with anybody, because literally I'm just by myself, and I feel like I have no agenda or plans, or like things are just not as enjoyable, or certain things are not as enjoyable to do by myself. So I kind of want to broaden my circle, want to meet some new people, and just like go wherever they're going. Like I want to include them in my dinner plans. I want to go clubbing, and I don't want to go clubbing by myself. Like, I know you can make friends at a club, of course, but I want to make friends before I get tipsy, so then I can get tipsy with them. So yeah, with all that in mind, I thought it would make perfect sense for me to just go there at this time as a customer's perspective and see if I can make some new connections. Wish me luck. Shouldn't be too tough though. I mean, I think I'm good at talking. You guys, it actually feels surreal walking back to the same place. My life is so different at this time. Okay guys, I'm back on the way to my hostel now. So the conversations were actually really good. I'm glad that I got exactly what I was looking for. I got to chat with these 2 girls, and we talked about like, you know, past situationships, relationship, boy problems, and y'all know those conversations always just keep flowing. It was juicy. It was what I needed to like make up for not talking for the entire day, because yeah, I needed some girl energy. Yeah, and tomorrow, as usual, there is the Friday party. So the Friday party is kind of like the international day where everybody just like gather around, and it's always a day that most people show up. And after the, you know, the session at the cafe ends, most people make like turn into mini groups and make plans to go clubbing. And I've not gone clubbing since the last time I was in Japan, so I feel like I need that in my system as well. I'm not really a clubbing person, but it is nice once in a while, and I do like to club whenever I'm out here in Tokyo. So now that I have met a group of people, I feel like I have people to go with for clubbing. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Yeah, I just got a little bit of dinner that I put into my plastic bag. I'm gonna eat, gonna edit my video. I don't think like this vlog is as interesting as my previous ones, just because I really didn't have an agenda what I wanted to do, and I'm just taking you guys along with me as I figure out my day, I guess. But still, I hope there was some interesting content for me to like look back on. Otherwise, what a waste of a trip. Good morning, you guys. Today I'm in Shimokitazawa. So I was looking into my luggage yesterday because I felt really nice being able to get some money from the clothes that I sold yesterday. And then I was like, okay, do I really need all the clothes that I have right now? And looking through it, I'm like, okay, I can't even style so many of the pieces, like not in Japan, not anywhere else, and I'm just holding onto them because I love them at once upon a time. So I ended up clearing out like half my suitcase, and now my suitcase is like really empty, so that's a good thing. At least I'm not going over the weight limit at the airport. But yeah, I brought a lot of the items, and I found that Trade Factory also have another branch in Shimokitazawa, so this is why we're here today. And yeah, I just gave my clothes, and they told me to come back in 15 minutes. So while I was waiting, I came across this churro shop, and I wasn't feeling that hungry, but I do love me a matcha latte, so this is what I got. The matcha is really strong, guys. Yo, I could feel all the thickness here, but let's go explore a bit. Y'all, look what I just found. A whole store of items costing only 105 yen. Look at this stuff. What the hell? These are really like new shirts. And they all cost 105. I mean, obviously there's a few pieces in between that they kept which cost like 400 or 500, but like it's still pretty reasonable and like really, really cheap. Okay, you guys, I made a 20 yen from 9 pieces of clothing. I gave them like 2 really good jackets, which should have costed more, but it's alright. I'm not gonna wear them anyways. The only items I got rejected this time were 2 pairs of shoes because they said it was not in good condition, but it literally is. I've only worn them once, but it was just not comfortable to walk in. But anyways, some money, right? I'm always happy with any amount of money I make. I went to a couple more stores, but couldn't find anything that matched my style. I feel like I don't know if being alternative makes it easier to shop or makes it harder, because like sometimes I feel like it's way easier to shop because there's always like specific stores dedicated to all styles, so it's very easy to find everything I like in one place. But also it's difficult because when I go to a bigger market I have to like really search into the items to find something that's more like non-usual, so it's more challenging in that aspect but also easier. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, like the all girlies. Do you find it easier or harder to shop because of your style? I have the shorts on right now because I was wearing the mini skirt earlier and it keeps like flying up and down, and I really don't want to wear the tights under because it's kind of like making my toes feel very like weird and icky. So I got the cute shorts on, and now I first need to find a place to have dinner, and once I'm done with that I'm gonna go back to the cafe because today is the Friday party.